Welcome back, Dr. Clay Veda Gaming. In Hero Wars Alliance, there are 4 events. There's Master of Fire, Titan Plains, Father of Ocean. By completing tasks in these events, you will start completing when World Collides. Here's what I want to talk about today. Rigel is coming on the scene. As Rigel is coming onto the scene, there are things that are set in motion. As Rigel comes on, there is a money trail that will follow. Now, it's very important to understand you'll never be able to outspend everyone. Even the biggest whale will have somebody later come along and swallow him or her up. So, as much money as you pour into it, there's always going to become somebody is willing to do more just to win. Now, I say that to say this: there are many of us who are not willing to go down that rabbit hole of dumping money in to be the best. So what we have to do is get a strategy to get Rigel where we want him, and to grow our teams the way we would like them to grow. Now, if you're not interested in Rigel, then I would say really focus on these 4 events to level up your current Titan team. But here's the thing. When you start looking through here, you notice there's going to be some skin stones. Every one of them will give you Titan skin stones in some capacity, or they'll give you Titan soul stones. Okay, they do that so you can help level up your heroes and players. But basically, what you're going to find is there are chests. There's going to be artifact things. There's going to be fairy dust. All the things that you're going to need in order to level up Rigel if you will just be patient. So if you already have, Eden, and if we start completing out Titan Plains, what we have are, if you have a ultimate star to Eden, you have a means to cash him in and to get Titan potions from the merchant. Now, you can spend those Titan potions however you want. You also can cash them in and get gold. You can spend that however you would like. Doing this before the Titan event, the hope is you'll go all in on this event, and you will need to spend to get Rigel where you want him. But if we think about it in a constructive way, say you want Rigel and you feel that Rigel is going to be a great Titan for you, particularly because you already have Ammon. Maybe you've worked with Ammon. Maybe you had an Ammon and Nova combo, which would have been very successful, very similar to what Rigel is going to bring to the table as a Light Titan, except for Nova is going to give you extra damage against fire type Titans. This Rigel is going to give you extra damage against fire and water and earth Titans. And so when we look at this aspect, you could go ahead and level up the Titans that you currently have and are already using. If Rigel isn't important to you, I would say go ahead and do that. But on the backside of it, you could play this event in a conservative way. What I mean by that is you're going to spend energy during the Titan Brawls. You're going to. You're also probably going to open up summoning spheres. You're probably going to open up elemental spheres. Now, I know on one of these events, you're going to have to open up 30 summoning spheres. It's not repeatable. Many people will open them all up. They'll have, like I've collected over 200. If you're not careful, they'll open all 200 up. And in doing that, they will only get benefit for 30, and they've wasted the other 170. And then when Rigel comes, they don't have the extra to replace. So that's that kind of trap, that kind of trick, right? What you could do is play this event and be patient. If Rigel is your guy. Now again, if Rigel's not your guy, then use this event to get, level up your Titans however you need to, because there's going to be a brawl event and you're going to be able to level them up even more. But if Rigel is your guy, save it. Now, what I mean by that is the fairy dust for me right now is a bottleneck. I have gold because I spent a lot of the coins from the last Titan event on gold. And so I have 160 some million gold. But the fairy dust I don't have a whole lot of. But you're going to need the fairy dust to level up Rigel's artifacts. So you might want to save it. These are, this is a way to start thinking about events. If you know something is coming up, like you go back and you look at Iris's crystal ball or whatever, and you know this is coming, if you save up resources, you can capitalize on that event. You may not reach the potential of what you have already because you are limiting and being a little bit more patient. However, you can benefit by getting the newer Titan if it benefits you and pushes you up to the next level. There are other events like this, not just a Titan event. Hero events often work very similar ways, and so it's something really to look at and to consider. But you get to make the choice. You get to make the choice. A lot of people will quit after Rigel comes. Why? Because they're tired of dropping money in the bucket that has no bottom in it. But if you can play events and be patient, you can be successful. Again, you may not be in that top 1%. And if you want to be there, that's fine with me. Doesn't bother me. Eventually I will get teams that can defeat some of those higher teams. It will take me a little bit longer, but I have a little more paycheck. So that's the tip today. That's what I wanted to get you to think about, especially since there's a lot of free-to-play or minimal spend to play that have reached out to me in different capacities. You have to play the game smart in order to be successful without spending a whole lot on it. What do you think? What do you think? Are you one that goes all in every event and without spending anything? Are you one that is patient with your resources and manage them well? Or are you one that just spends it all and struggles to find a foothold in order to grow your current teams? Do you have better advice? Better advice to help those who are trying to get a handle on the game without spending all of their paycheck? I'd like to hear that. Drop it in the comment section. Let's start that conversation. I enjoy having conversations about Hero Wars. Drop it in there. Leave a like if this is, if this is content that it is important to you, and share it. I think there are a lot of people in guilds that need to hear this basic strategy. So share it with your guildmates. Send them over here. Let's all have a big conversation. What we'll do, we'll play this event. Soon we'll get in that brawl event, and we'll see you in the arena.